Can you see my Mi Band 4? Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Today I want to share with you my personal experience after wearing the Mi Band 4 for the past 5 days. Before I begin, I want to make a few things clear. I've been putting this on for 5 days without taking it off at all. I mean, except for when I take a shower, I remove it. But otherwise, this thing has been on my hand throughout the full 5 days with the Mi Band 4. So before we begin, I want to let you know that the main thing I use the Mi Band 4 is number 1, to track the steps that I walk daily. Number 2, I do a bit of running and cycling as well. I cycle a lot here, so I use that to track some distance and the speeds and whatever. And I'm going to talk a bit about the display, the battery life, and the music controls. So let's jump to it right away. Alright guys, so first up, I want to talk about that AMOLED display on the Mi Band 4. A lot of you guys have been asking me if you can see it clearly under the bright sunlight, and what I can tell you is a huge yes. You don't have to worry about screen visibility on the Mi Band 4. It gets really bright when you set it to maximum, but I personally set it at 80% brightness levels and have had no issues with it so far. Bear in mind that I am under the sun a lot, and I can tell you with assurance that you will definitely be able to see the display under bright sunlight. Next up, I want to talk about the battery life that I've been getting on the Mi Band 4. So as I mentioned earlier, I've been using the Mi Band 4 for the past 5 days and I charge it to 100% on day 1. So today is actually the start of day 6, and as you can see here, I still have 55% of my battery remaining. At this rate, I would expect my Mi Band 4 to last about 10 to 12 days on a single charge. Once again, I need to remind you that I have brightness levels set to 80%, so if you use a lower brightness setting, you could see battery life extended for a longer period of time. But come on guys, how difficult is it to charge your Mi Band 4 every 10 days or so? Moving on, let's talk about the few functions that I use the most on the Mi Band 4. First up, music controls. The Mi Band 4 comes with music controls, and they are your standard set of functions that you can access on your wrist. So this includes play, pause, next, previous, and both volume up and down. This might sound like a pretty handy feature, and yes, it does help to a certain extent, especially when your smartphone is not in your hand. But the thing is, the music control interface has to load each time you access it, and this gets extremely frustrating. It doesn't matter if you have just loaded and want to go back to the home screen. As long as you want to access your music control, it will have to restart loading, and then only will you be able to access it. So my issue here is that sometimes it takes a little longer to load the music control interface, and by the time it is loaded, the display goes off. So you have to go back to the home screen and load it all over again. Imagine this happening for 3 to 4 times in a row, and you'll begin to understand my frustration with it. At the end of the day, I just gave up. I walked 3 steps toward my smartphone, I lifted my device, unlocked it, and pressed the buttons on the screen. What hard work! Anyways, moving on, let's talk about some exercise tracking on the Mi Band 4. So I walk a lot, jog a lot, and cycle a lot here in China. The great thing about the Mi Band 4 is that it is able to track your steps pretty accurately. However, there is no GPS support on the Mi Band 4, so it is not able to detect your location when you run or cycle. If you want to track your location, you will have to launch the Mi Fit app and get it to sync with the GPS on your smartphone. Doing so will add location data to the exercise you are carrying out. It's kind of a hassle, but eventually I just got used to it. Moving on, another feature I use a lot is the heart rate and sleep detection function. So both these functions work very well without any issues, and yes, you do get all the data you need in the Mi Fit app. There's not much to explain about here because it just works. It's great. Alright guys, last but not least, I want to talk about the straps on the Mi Band 4. So a lot of you guys have been asking me whether the Mi Band 4 will work with straps made for the Mi Band 3. And yes, you can continue to use your old strap from your Mi Band 3 if you have one. Just like the Mi Band 4 you see here, the orange strap is actually from my Mi Band 3. Alright guys, that's it for this video. This is my personal experience with the Mi Band 4. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll try to answer each and every one of them. If you ask me like whether I would still recommend the Mi Band 4 even though I've went through like some difficulties with it, I would still say that for US $25, this is the probably the best fitness tracker that you can get. I mean, there are other alternatives out there like the Honor Band 4, but if you ask me, I will still go with the Mi Band 4. Alright, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!